till showtime. Gather around. I can't look. I'm just going to go that direction. Listen, here in 1 minute, seconds away, we want everybody to get loud. As soon as Kadee starts talking, act lively. It's round 10. Last chance to party in Las Vegas. Let's go.
Las Vegas is once again the home of the final day of the NFR. And here, the City of Lights, the best athletes in the Western world, hope the spotlight shines on them in the final 10th round. We'll crown our 2024 World Champions tonight, right here at the Thomas Mack Center. The NFR Preshow starts right now.
I've always wanted to come to the national finals and run a steer with a gold buckle on the line. And gratefully enough, that dream's gonna come true.
88.5!
My goal coming into here was to win one round. I reset my goal to 4 rounds.
There's a lot of firsts today, man. First time I've ever won the first round. This dude is stout. It's the first round. First time those two horses have ever been in the Thomas Mack.
2 and 2 is good, but we got to rope 10 of these things.
Don't freak out. Don't panic. It's all right. Everything. You're going to be okay. Don't throw up now. You're okay.
3.7.
We're excited with just the beginning of the week, so we have a lot of rodeo left.
I left the gold buckle at home, mom and dad's house, and tried to come back and get another one.
They've been tough as crap every night.
If you're reading my story in a book, the ending has to be gold buckle.
13.43.
It was a tough road. It was a grueling road to get here. I don't even think I have a say-so in what's going on at this point. It is just beyond me.
Exactly what this has been is just a show and display of incredible horsemanship and incredible horses.
I have followed Haley and sister since the beginning of their career, and I have the utmost respect.
I'm going to be thrilled for her if the result ends up in her favor, but I'm also not going to let her sleep.
We're not going to just let her have it.
Well, welcome to the Pro Rodeo Fan Zone. Night 10, round 10 is here. How did we already get here? I feel like it was just yesterday we started. You're watching the official Teton Ridge NFR Pre-Show presented by Brumbaugh's Furniture and Design. Well, welcome to this Saturday night. It's the championship round of the 2024 National Finals Rodeo. And speaking of crowning world champions tonight, how about my crew alongside me? You want to talk about world champions and Hall of Famers? 5-time world champion steer wrestler and Pro Rodeo Hall of Famer Luke Branquinho, 23-time world champion cowgirl Jackie Crawford, 6-time world champion and newly inducted to the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame Kaycee Feild, and 8-time world champion cowboy Stetson Wright. And you know what? We're going to be breaking down all the action of what happened last night in round number 9. But first, let's take a look at the world leaders heading into Championship Saturday night. We have Shad Mayfield still hanging on to that all-around. Rocker Steiner, Dakota Eldridge, Tyler Wade, and Wesley Thorpe. Ryder Wright, Riley Webb, Haley Kinzel, and Josh Frost. Here are your projected world standing leaders if it was to end right now before we head into the 10th round. There's a little bit of a change up here. All around would go to Coleman Proctor. Bradley Miller, NFR rookie for bareback riding, Dakota Eldridge, Coleman Proctor, and team roping, a split with Wesley Thorpe, Ryder Wright, Riley Webb, Haley Kinzel, and Josh Frost. So as you can see from those projected standings, we still have so much to get to. So much is going to happen inside the Thomas Mack just an hour from now. And before we break down what happened last night in round number 9, and starting with bareback, we have got to talk about the horse race in barrel racing. Jackie, Cassie Mowry, Haley Kinzel, it's coming down to a one-header.
I think that this is probably going to be the most exciting event of the night. I think if you're not on the edge of your seat, you haven't been following this week. You know, last night we thought Cassie Mowry kind of had it it was hers to lose. And then we see this heartbreak on the second barrel. Just a game of inches, she knocks that barrel over with her foot, leaving it. And now we're back to a horse race, and that puts it down literally whoever runs the fastest run tonight. And tonight, it's going to be exciting. Cassie Mowry's first out on the ground, and Haley Kinsel's towards the bottom. So it's going to be a good watch, Luke.
And one thing we've proved is it doesn't matter where they're at on the ground. Either one of these horses, they are capable of winning. We've seen that with Sister, and we've seen that with Jarvis. So, again, this is going to be one heck of a night in the barrel race, Katie.
Yes, it is. And Haley with a 13:48 last night. Do you know that is her 25th round win? That ties for the all-time record alongside Charmaine James and Sherry Servey. You want to talk about tall company? Well, Haley Kinsel got it done last night. Kaycee, we're going to go quick right into bareback, 89.5. Jess Pope got it done.
Yeah, Jess Pope rode outstanding last night. He made this horse buck, picked him up right out of there. I've been waiting for this all week long. Jess has been kind of cold all week. He didn't draw very good, but this horse right here, he come out, showed off, setting his feet, turning his toes out, seeing it clear. This was easy for Jess Pope. In the replay, hopefully it will show it. He holds his free hand up after the whistle and puts his hand to his ear like he wants to hear some more noise. I'm excited for Jess Pope. Right there, that looked like a pile of fun to me, just hanging out, riding a nice hopper.
I know that not everyone loves the Macarena dance, but you know what? I do. I'm kind of that generation, okay? I mean, I can really get down with that Macarena. Rocker Steiner, as we talked at the top of the show, that currently sitting in first. We'll see how that shakes up. Bradley Miller, Keenan Hayes, and the list goes on. When we look to steer wrestling, well, another world champion got it done last night in round 9.
Yeah, and it's surprising everybody it took him this long to get that first go-round buckle. You know, Tyler Wagen's-Pack has been a staple in this Thomas and Mack and has won so many rounds. You know, and they're like, people are saying, well, he hasn't drawn quite well enough to get it. Well, one thing about Tyler, it doesn't matter how good or how bad he draws, he's so capable of winning on bad cattle. Now we see this one right here, wanted to die off a little on him, and he just hustled through the run and got his first go-round win. And look out again tonight because he has a chance. We might see a back-to-back go-round win.
We will see. Right now, currently, Dakota Eldra is hanging on to that top spot with J.D. Struxness, Will Loomis, as well as Jesse Brown. But we know that average race plays a huge part. And speaking of the average race, let's jump into team roping. Proctor and Medlin, they got it done again last night. And Jackie, I think it was maybe the good juju coming on the show. I don't know.
Oh, this is a textbook example of guys being backed in the corner and having to win, having to make big plays in crucial times. And Coleman Proctor and Logan Medlin did it in round 8 and 9. Right here, they both talk about how great these horses are. They were on our Las Tunas horsepower report last night. Such great athletes. They're making team. You know, I was talking to Trevor last night, and he said, the thing is, these guys are winning rounds, and nothing's out of control. You see, Coleman's getting it on tight. He's keeping the steers moving. Logan's in a great spot, getting the run finished. Both horses are performing. Both guys are performing. And, you know, tonight's going to be really good watching with those two.
It absolutely is. And we saw at the top of the show that all-around race. Well, Coleman Proctor, with these 2 go-round wins that he has under his belt, he's actually jumped ahead of Shad Mayfield, who came in with back number 1 of the NFR, and he has surpassed him by almost 30,000, Luke.
Yeah, and let's be real here. That all-around race is Coleman's to lose, but it is also on the shoulders of Logan Medlin, his healer. And don't think that's not in the back of Logan's mind. Man, I got to get this steer caught to hopefully win a gold buckle in the team roping, but also will help my man Coleman get that all-around buckle.
Stetson and Saddlebron, California Cowboy. Lefty Holman got it done on Tickled Pink, 88.5 last night.
Yeah, the self-proclaimed California King outrode Tickled Pink, and I knew this was going to go good, and I was just waiting for Lefty to finally have a round where he had a horse to have a chance, and he did just that. I knew he would not stub his toe on this horse. There's certain horses that don't fit you, but this one was right up Lefty's alley, and I mean, he just stayed back, lifted, stayed under his rein, and just made a textbook ride. I was super impressed with the way he rode all week, but especially on this ride.
You know, I've got to ask Lefty. He had his white boots on last night. Did you see that, Kaycee? He's been flipping back from his red boots to his white boots, and I don't know. Being that he's on my fantasy team, I love the round win last night. I love the white boots. Maybe we should have those again for round 10. Luck might be more on my side if that's to happen.
I think so, but it's weird to me when he does switch. It seems like when he switches to the non-white, if they're black or brown, I don't know, but the white one seems to be working. I don't know why he would take them off.
Jackie and tie-down roping. Joel Harris, NFR rookie, got it done again last night on his great horse, 7-2.
Yeah, you know, this guy has been so impressive here for his first time at the NFR. Joel Harris came out on a mission. He's been roping extremely aggressive, and this little horse Peso is taking guys to the pay window all week. Joel Harris, round number 2 win right here. This calf was not a great calf previously. He kicked previously, but Joel Harris knew that. He got it on him fast, and he went through the steps, took his time to get him crossed, wrapping a half on that calf right there, but he knew he had it tight. Just a great aggressive run by Joel Harris to take the win.
And he's on my fantasy team.
Oh, he is, Stetson. We don't need to talk about your fantasy team because you're still currently in first place. Hopefully I surpass you. We'll see. Bull riding, Tyler Bingham, Stetson, 88.5 last night on Hell Yeah Roscoe.
Yeah, Roscoe Jarbo actually raised this bull, and Mike Corey bought him. But super good bull. He's only 3 years old here at the finals, but he's bucked like this all year. And Tyler, I know, is stoked to have this one. Every single guy in the locker room wanted him, but I'm pretty sure Tyler's only the second guy to stay on him. This bull is super hard, moves forward, bounces on his front end, and Tyler just kind of just waited on him, did everything that he was supposed to, and I mean, it was an awesome ride from start to finish.
Start to finish, indeed, with that round win for round number 9. Josh Frost, as you can see there in the bull riding, comfortably sitting in first place. And you know what? We've got so much to get to here on the NFR Pre-Show, and we're just getting started on Saturday night. Well, look at there. Saddle Bronc rider Lefty Holman is in the house. We're going to ask him about those boots. Stay here.
Get ready for the richest weekend in rodeo. The American Rodeo returns to Arlington, Texas, April 11th and 12th, 2025. With performances by country music artists Riley Green and Bailey Zimmerman. See the biggest names in rodeo go head-to-head versus rising stars, all for a shot at a life-changing $1 million. Get your tickets now at AmericanRodeo.com and join us April 11th and 12th at Globe Life Field. The American Rodeo, where legends are made.
So you think you know rodeo? Prove it with the daily Pro Fantasy Rodeo game. Create a new team every round to compete for a nightly payout of $10,000. The winner each night will receive a cash prize and a trophy buckle. Go to ProFantasyRodeo.com now to get in on all the action.
Welcome back to the Teton Ridge NFR Pre-Show, presented by Brumbaugh's Furniture and Design. We are inside of the Brumbaugh's Lounge, and I'm alongside of round number 9 winner Lefty Holman. And Lefty, was it the boots, was it the buckle that helped you get it done on Tickle Pink?
A mixture of both of them, Anthony. Yeah, I had my Grandpa Witch's buckle on last night. As you can see, I got it on for tonight. I got the black tie tonight, so should be a good night.
The world champion bucking horse, and you went with the white boots. Katie has been wondering what's been the superstition, or is it just fashion?
It kind of depends on what horse I have. You know, if I have a tougher horse, I'll try to blend my boots in with the color of the horse. No, I don't actually do that, but I've been sticking with the white boots last couple rounds. Usually in the winter I wear white boots, in the summer I wear red boots, but I've been kind of going back and forth this week.
Well, you were smiling big last night whenever you took a trip to the winner's circle thanks to an incredible ride on Tickle Pink. Talk us through that epic 8 seconds.
Yeah, Ryder won the first E-pin on that horse. I knew all I had to do, go do my job. Got a good spur out, let him roll, and just got ahead of that horse. That's a tough one that snaps your neck pretty hard, and us bronc riders, we call those ones eliminators.
Well, the eliminator did not eliminate you, and when you think about the opportunity to ride world champion bucking horse, the black tie tonight, like you said, a round win has already happened on that horse, so can we go back-to-back?
I don't see nothing wrong with doing it twice, Anthony.
All right, well, Stetson Wright, he is one of those guys that has been here in both events, and I know Stetson's got something for Lefty.
Well, I think this matchup with Lefty tonight is outstanding. I mean, this horse, just like Tickle Pink, fits him. This one's going to be a lot more rider-friendly. Lefty's going to be able to flash him up and I mean, I'm excited to see it. I had to tease you a little bit about being self-proclaimed California King. Dawson was feeling like I was just attacking him, so I had to come after you tonight.
Hey, you're still calling me the California King, so I'll take it.
Yes, you are.
That's exactly why we love Lefty, and I know your baby girl's going to be cheering on her dad, and best of luck to you tonight, and obviously we can't wait to see what 2025 has to offer.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you for being here, Kadee.
Yeah, well, thanks, Anthony, and best of luck to Lefty Holman. As you heard me say, he's on my Pro Fantasy team, so I'd love another round win from Lefty tonight, guys. And when we look to Saddle Bronx, Stetson, well, your family has been locked in on that #1 spot. Ryder Wright, obviously your brother is sitting in first place right now, but, you know, we've got to talk about the other guys, too. Damien and Wyatt, they're not far behind.
Yeah, they're not far behind, and they drew good. Damien has the horse Statler rode in the 5th round, straight moonshine, and it's a bucker, but Wyatt is also has the one that Ryder won the round on. Well, this is Ryder here on that the Corco horse, but he's riding good. But yeah, like we're talking about Wyatt and Damien, so I think Wyatt on Captain Hook. You know what? I'm gonna shut my mouth and watch the screen.
No, that's
We're
okay.
back to Damien. He gone all or nothing, but he's got straight moonshine. This horse should match up good with Damien. The way he rides, it's a little more high-headed horse, and it should go good. But Wyatt's been riding super good all week. He's going to end it really good tonight, I think. It's gonna come down to who has the better spur ride, because Ryder and Damien and Wyatt all have good horses.
Yeah, and, you know, we'll just continue to talk about, you know, just the money and the payout in the NFR average race. You know, if you're first in the average, I mean, you're looking at $86,391. Wyatt's sitting very comfortable in the average, as is Damien. Ryder, he's a little bit further down. And then, of course, you know, if he is going to go out for the go-round win tonight, which I assume he will, that's another $33,000. So we can't stress enough the money that's going to be paid out tonight for this world champion race, Stetson.
Yeah, and that going to Ryder on this, after he missed that horse out, the weight of a world title kind of lifts off your shoulders. You know that you have to win go-rounds, and so that's exactly what he started doing. Like he wasn't riding safe like the average makes a lot of guys do, and so he's just been doing his thing. If he wins it, he'll be happy, but he knows that he didn't go down without a fight. And Wyatt, he hasn't been riding safe, in my opinion. Like, I'm not saying that Wyatt or Damien have been safe, because they haven't. They've been going at it. They're trying to win their first gold buckles. And, I mean, but right now it really looks like it's back to Arlington in 2020 between Wyatt and Ryder, not trying to count Damien out. But this is literally the exact same deal. It came down to the 10th round between Ryder and Wyatt, and I think it's just going to come down to who has the best spur ride.
Yeah, and here we are again. Kaycee, when we look to bareback, we've got Rocker, we've got Keenan, we've got Dean, and we've got Bradley Miller.
This is the bareback ride. We could spend a lot of time on what ifs and how and who's going to win. But the horses that these guys have, the guys that are in the top and fighting for it right now, is going to play a big part of this. Rocker, you know, he's been riding good. He's been electric all week. This is his round win. You can't count him out. Rocker, he's going to come with it tonight. The horse that he has is Stevie Nicks. This horse has been around quite a while, really electric. If she has her day, it's going to be a big score, over 90 points. Keenan Hayes, same thing. He's got a horse tonight that's unbelievable. This is the first trip out for the horse that Keenan has. Actually, no, he was out earlier. He didn't have a very good trip. I was kind of surprised. So hopefully Keenan's horse comes out and shows out on his second trip. And then Dean, fellow Teton on straight stick. This is going to be outstanding. Dean right here, riding perfect. He's excited for the 10th round. He knows there's a world championship on the line. And then you got Bradley Miller, the NFR rookie. This kid's blowing me away. I shouldn't say this, but he's kind of went beyond my expectations of what he's capable of. But he needs to win the round. He needs to win the average to be the world champion. He needs to beat Rocker. If he beats Rocker by 2 positions, if say Rocker's 4th and he's 6th, it doesn't work. So Rocker, he needs to come out and honestly just win first place.
I mean, it's a one-header in almost every event, but one event where it may be a little bit easier to declare the bull riding. Josh Frost, he's been doing what he needed to get done.
Yeah, and he's been riding good all week, whatever, but the only chance of him not winning the world title tonight is if every guy falls off and Cooper James is the only one to stay on. the matchups that I've seen tonight, it looks like they're going to get some road, but stranger things have happened. But this has been Josh all week, and this is how I think he's going to end it, too. With a 90-point ride, he's going to get his first gold buckle. He's going to walk away with it. But back in 2022, Tristan Hutchings did stay on in the 10th round. And on paper that night, I was supposed to ride, Kai was supposed to ride. We were all supposed to stay on, and it just didn't happen. But that's Vegas. You think you're going to win, and the slot machine takes all your money away.
Yeah, and anything can happen in Vegas. But for now, we're going to bring in our friends over at the Cowboy Channel. We've got Justin McKee and Trevor Brazil. You're not braving the elements like we are out here. You all look nice and cozy inside the Thomas and Mack. And Justin, you obviously just heard us mention Josh Frost and the story there in bull riding. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think we may have jumped the gun a little bit. I may be guilty as well on crowning world champion with 2 bulls ahead. I just didn't even think it was worth the mathematical equation that we had to plug in there. Apparently, he still can.
It was just one of those things to add to Friday the 13th last night that had so many shakeups anyway.
Yeah, well, with that said, though, I'd like to talk about that all-around race since I got the man here. And he's been in this situation many times. Coleman Proctor is in the lead by about $32,000, and he's kind of had a dream come true, especially the last couple of rounds.
Well, don't kid yourself. Coleman's been in every situation but this one. Ooh. You know, he's had chances for team rope and world championships, but these don't come around very often. Stetson didn't sideline very often, and so there is a big chance right now, and it's something that people don't think about, but there's a scenario for the all-around. There's a scenario for Coleman to win both, and there's also a scenario for him to win a world championship for Logan. And as a team roper, when you rope with somebody and spend so much time with a partner all year, you want to know that you did everything to get them a shot too. So there's so many things that can happen tonight.
Yes, there is a downside, even if Coleman does win those 2 world championships, and that is if his team roping partner gets slighted, that would dampen all the excitement around that. So, back to you guys out in that chilly parking lot.
Well, thanks, Justin and Trevor. Yeah, we'll see. We're just minutes away from round number 10, and we're just getting started here. We're having a lot of fun at the NFR Preshow for night number 10. When we come back, Hudson Westbrook is going to get the party going here in the Fan Zone. But first, Coleman got to celebrate last night at South Point, and we got to go along for the ride.
Just stay with me now. Are you here for us? When did you get horns? Steph, please get a picture of me. I'm bulldogging. That's catching a stopper. That's why I quit in high school. This is my dad, Keith Proctor. Get in there, let's go. Everybody on this bus, thank you for donating your time, as I know how precious that is. Well, it's Friday, going down to the South Point in the back of this truck. No room on this bus for powder. We're winners only here. Woo, baby. Yes, man. Baby, here's what you gotta do. You gotta get up here and win a go-around, then you'll get to sign. I'll be up here watching you sign this one day. It's gotta rain. Let's rock. You know, it's these moments right now that my kids are gonna remember, and these feelings right here, and these emotions and these memories, go light them up. Can you still hear that okay?
Coleman Proctor, and it was even Logan Medlin.
Let's get it right since I didn't get to do it out there tonight. Right?
Good luck tonight.
Thanks, baby. Thank you. Come on, everybody. Proctor family, get up here, hustle. Hold this. Whoa. Stand your asses up.
richest one-day rodeo in history.
Here we are with another chance to possibly win $1 million.
Hopefully this is our road to the American.
We love that money. We're trying for that $1 million.
Going to the casino. Paving our way towards $1 million. Lord knows we could use it.
You know, it's an opportunity you only have once a year, so it's time to make it count.
At Tractor Supply, we understand that out here, no 2 days are the same. Some days start early, others end a little late. Some days you're taking things a step at a time, others you're just stepping away from it all. Some days you're caring for your property, others your family. Either way, you're ready for whatever comes next. At Tractor Supply, we'll help you make the most of life out here, no matter how you live it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
My name's Hudson Westbrook. This is a song I wrote about working for your lady, and it's called 5 to 9. Well, 7 comes up as I say good morning, dog. I won't be back till it's going back down. There's 12 miles of barbed wire and these souls ain't dead. Girl, if they didn't, I'd hang around. My time here is only worth about 15 an hour. Pennies on the dollar for my time with you. Let's make up for what we missed with a little day that's left. There's a lot of love and it's overdue. Put your high heels on and diamonds around your neck. You worry about being ready by 5, I don't worry about the rest. I give a paycheck to a bar in Dallas just to see you smile. Make my living from 9 to 5, but we're only living from 5 to 9. Now I'm clocking up by lunchtime to buy your dinner. Rest of the hours ought to cover half town. If I'm gonna sweat in the Texas sun for what feels like forever, I'd say you deserve the best that we've had. Put your high heels on and diamonds around your neck. You worry about being ready by 5, I don't worry about the rest. I give a paycheck to a bar in Dallas just to see you smile. Make my living from 9 to 5, but we're only living from 5 to 9. Just you and I, 5 to 9. I wanna put in that overtime, 5 to 9. Sipping that red wine, 5 to 9. It's you all night with high heels on and diamonds around your neck. You worry about being ready by 5, I don't worry about the rest. I give a paycheck to a bar in Dallas just to see you smile. Make my living from 9 to 5, but we're only living from 5 to 9. Just you and I, 5 to 9. I wanna put in that overtime, 5 to 9. Sipping that red wine, 5 to 9. It's you all night with high heels on and diamonds around your neck. Thank you.
All right, well, Hudson's going to put his guitar down, and he's going to come join us here on set. And I don't know, maybe windy and a little chilly, but I feel like Hudson kind of warmed the place up here inside the fan zone.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch the crowd get into it, singing the song. And I mean, Jackie, that was a great tune.
That was a great tune. Now I'm going to have to go download all his songs.
I saw you videoing while he was singing. Hudson, thanks for being at the desk. Well, you
Yes,
released your first EP just in November. It's already blown up. You've got over 24 million impressions on TikTok. You got girls videoing, singing to your music. I mean, it's just crazy. Has this just been a whirlwind for you?
It's been crazy, yeah. I was a normal college kid at Texas Tech, and I was halter breaking bulls out in Enton, Texas. And my boss was like, "Why are you not showing up to work anymore?" He's like, "Why are you sick every day or busy every day?" And I was like, "I got to go record a song." And so he started laughing at me, kinda. And he was like an 80-year-old dude. He was old style, so he doesn't understand like what music does now and how it can like go that fast, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was really cool to he came to one of my shows the other day, and it's just weird to see how far it's come now.
Yeah,
But,
it's just so transformative, really. You know, Luke, Hudson has 40 tour stops this spring. Half of them have already sold out.
Yeah, and touring with Parker McCollum I seen as well, right?
Yeah, we got Red Rocks with Parker McCollum.
That's awesome, man.
That was like my dream since the beginning was to go out there with Parker McCollum and play Red Rocks. And I got the email and I was like, there's no way this is real.
Well, and they also, Billboard Country Rookie of the Month, too? I mean, did Billboard Country Rookie of the Month, too? Did you tell your old
Yes,
boss
sir,
that?
I got Billboard Country Rookie of the Month. And then we also, on Heat Seekers of their album, we were #2 album of, we were sitting at #2 at one point with the most recent album EP release, so it's crazy.
Incredible, Hudson. We can't thank you enough for swinging in here on the Pro Rodeo Fan Zone and having fun with us on the pre-show. We hope you have fun inside the rodeo tonight and love watching the bull riding,
Last
of course.
round.
Yeah, it's the last round. Hey, don't go anywhere. We are having a lot of fun here at the NFR pre-show. We've got Dennis Quaid and Carlisle Eubank coming on the show next. You won't want to miss it.
Montar em Barretos para mim é um sonho, como eu vi meu pai ganhar Barretos.
I'm very excited because I think it's the biggest crowd I've ever competed. They're gonna scream and that's gonna be so fun.
That right there is why I'm here, to change that little one's life.
It's really cool rodeoing with Eli. I get to teach him things. You get 3 strikes in baseball. You get 1 shot when you nod your head at rodeo, and you got to make it count.
People love cowboys. It's just part of life.
I'm pretty lucky with the horses that I have. They truly are my freedom. They are my happiness. They allow me to do my passion.
The electricity during the rodeo from the fans that you can feel on the buck and shoot, there's not a rodeo like it.
It's just like a dream come true to be able to qualify for the American.
It's really opening doors for everyone here.
And I'll have the miso glazed salmon, please. Thank you.
Excellent choice. And for you, sir?
Yeah, I'll have the 8-ounce filet. Medium. Oh, and the seafood tower for the table.
Good call.
Great call.
Cheers.
Well, we've got a full desk here at the NFR pre-show presented by Brumbaugh's Furniture and Design. Welcome back. Alongside us, Dennis Quaid and Carlisle Eubank. They're here to talk all about their brand new movie, Broke. Dennis and Carlisle, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
And this
It's an
couldn't
honor to
be,
be here.
it couldn't be more perfect, especially with the storyline of True Brandywine and Broke. Dennis, what intrigued you about this movie?
Well, I read Carlisle's script, and it was so authentic. You know, even in the description of it, this guy grew up on a ranch. He knows what he's talking about, and it's very emotional. There's a lot of father-son stuff in there, and you know, I always want to do westerns anytime. It's got horses. It's got a great relationship with a horse that Wyatt has got, sort of like Kirk Douglas in The Defiant Ones, trying to get up over that mountain with a horse. And he's some rodeo. I mean, it's a great prescription.
Carlisle, yeah, share the story behind this.
Yeah, you know, it's just something that came to me all at once. I mean, my family grew up in ranching. My great-grandfather ran a lot of livestock up in the Pacific Northwest, and my grandfather ran livestock. My dad and I run cows. So, yeah, it's just something, you know, this world and the Western way of life and rodeo, it's just something I'm real passionate about and want to share with the world and do it right and show this world in the right light.
I gotta ask though, like, why bareback riding? Is it just the coolest event in rodeo?
They need all the love they can get, man.
Yeah.
No,
Thanks,
it's
man.
the, you know, it's like, it's the most stripped down. It's the most like kinetic and raw. And it's a real honor to be sitting next to you. I mean, he's the OG.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's just a dream come true to be here and sitting next to you and Dennis and sharing this with the world.
Well, Carlisle, you come from both sides of this right here, from the side of producing with father and then the ranching side of it, man. To be able to do this picture with a guy like Dennis, a legend, that's got to be a true honor, right?
It's a real honor. I shared this story earlier today that I still have the first voicemail that I got from Dennis after he read the script saying how much he loved it. And it was just a really big moment for me in this industry. You know, nobody until Dennis really had taken a chance on me. And, you know, I'm real grateful to Dennis for everything he's done for me.
Dennis, are you a fan of Pro Rodeo? And if you are, what are you excited to see tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm a fan of Pro Rodeo. And I love PBR. I love rodeo up in Livingston, where we shot actually at the Livingston Roundup.
Yeah, Livingston Roundup.
Yeah, I was up there for 30 years, and they were really nice enough to have us. My uncle was actually a bullfighter in rodeo for decades, and so I got it in my family.
That's great.
I
Well,
do a little team roping.
we'd love to hear
I'm a
that.
left-handed header.
A left-handed header?
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds dangerous. I like your style.
Yeah, it almost pulled my arm off one time. So.
Dennis, we're going to take
Still
a look
got
now.
my thumb, so.
We're going to take a look now at the movie trailer for Broke.
I ever tell you boys about Salinas, 83?
I rode the biggest, baddest, meanest bronc. It was this big old bay, had some ruin on its rear, and I never forget that because he laid it right up against my face, first jump out of the chute. I remember every hop that horse made. Something else.
Did you make the buzzer on?
Nope. Sure. I went left when I should have gone right. You know, it's those almost great rides. Those are ones you remember, right?
Pretty awesome. Stetson, what's your initial reaction?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Well, I'm at loss for words just sitting up here with these guys. This is amazing.
Pretty cool
The feeling's
indeed.
mutual.
You know, I got to say something. I think it's so awesome that people are writing movies about rodeo, and Dennis taking a part of it. You know, he could be doing any other job, any script right now, and to have rodeo on the spotlight that it is pretty amazing. So
It was like being a kid again, man. You're out up on a horse. You always feel better getting off of one than you did getting on, and you know they're paying you to do this, so it's a blast. I love westerns, and hope they never disappear from the American cinemascape, and we just got to keep carrying the torch for that.
Without question. Well, I can't wait to watch the movie. I know all of us can't. We want to thank you, Dennis, as well as you, Carlisle, for joining us here at the NFR Pre-Show. Go ahead and get inside, get warm, and get ready for round 10 of the NFR. But coming up next here on the NFR Pre-Show, we have Adon Banuelos and the beautiful Bella Hadid will join Anthony inside the Brumbaugh's Lounge when we return.
I just try to put my foot in the stirrup as much as I can, as much as possible. I'm grateful for every time I get to, but with that comes a lot of fails. I don't really think that people understand how much goes into what we do to be competitive.
More than $6 million in earnings.
He didn't waste any time turning around and getting back in there. He is just a talent like this industry. This is where the money's made right here.
This job is something that if you don't absolutely love it, it doesn't matter how talented you are. Being able to go that fast and turn that hard, and a horse is literally giving you their everything to put on a show in 2.5 minutes by separating a cow the best that you can and keeping that cow from the herd is our entire goal. Whoever looks the best and does it the most correctly is gonna come out on top.
Adon Banuelos back-to-back champion here in the cutting.
You know, people just see the wins. They just see like the good moments. I'm only responsible for really about 20% of our success. There's so much pressure and fatigue and frustrating moments that people don't get to see. Watching your team and your family and everybody give 100% to get me to town in the best way, to feel the most competitive that I can, it's a beautiful process that goes into what we do.
Welcome back to the Brumbaugh's Lounge, and I'm so excited and honored to be joined by a $7.2 million NCHA rider. That is Adon Banuelos, and of course, the lovely, the fashionista, and now the newly crowned NCHA Rookie of the Year, Bella Hadid. Welcome to the NFR team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having us.
We're so excited to be here.
Yeah, I know. I can sense it that you're excited, but we're excited to have you here. And there was some excitement, speaking of that word, the theme, whenever you won the American Performance Horseman. Talk to us about that, because that was, on all the things that you've won, I know that was a special win.
No, that was a quite, it's on a whole other level. And I think that we all appreciate what Teton's doing and the platform that he's put ahead of us. But honestly, I don't think that anybody really captures the magnitude of the opportunity that he's allowing the Cowboy to have back again and make these horses look good in the way that they have. And I'm grateful to come out on top, but more than anything, grateful for just the opportunity.
Absolutely, and you have excelled in every arena. The first time we met, 2007, we were talking. We were both team roping, and now all of our lives have evolved. But when it comes to you, Bella, this is your first time in the NFR. You're no stranger to the back of a horse, but how exciting is it to be able to experience this as well as the fashion?
Well, beyond anything, it's so exciting. I mean, when I saw the American for the first time, that was my own personal Super Bowl. And then to watch the man that I love so much win it and absolutely crush it every time he goes out there makes me even more proud. But honestly, I was in New York 3 hours ago, so I came, here for the last night, obviously, to support the NFR, to support the community. But I'm actually more excited than I think anybody is. I've been texting since morning. I'm like, can I just get there already? Yeah. Like, I am so excited, and even for one day, I just wanted to be able to get here and experience it. And usually the futurity is happening while the NFR is happening, so Don doesn't really get out here to be able to experience it the way that I know he loves, because he's a sick roper. He pretty much can do anything, especially when it comes to horses. So when it comes to this, it's pretty cool for both of us to be able to see people just, you know, experience their passions and be able to feel appreciated and loved by everybody about it.
Well, we do love you, and another lady that I know loves y'all is Kadee Coffman. And Kadee, what do you got for Bella and Adon?
Yes, great to see you, Adon and Bella. And Bella, I know you're a runway star, and we love seeing you there. However, we love seeing you being a star in the cutting arena. The biggest congratulations on your Rookie of the Year title, more than $85,000 in earnings. Really, how much did that mean to you with that accomplishment this year?
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you, and I'm so happy to be here. To win Rookie of the Year was something for me. I think it's really amazing to have adult goals. And, you know, when you do something for a long time, especially 10 years in the modeling industry and fashion, and being away from my true love, which is horses, to come back in and to meet somebody like Adon who has passion for something and was able to push me to, you know, reach new dreams I never thought I had, and be able to succeed in something that I think is so awesome. And the cowboy camaraderie is something that I appreciate so much and I love, and just to watch all of them be able to show and do their thing. I was just pumped to be able to get out there, and then the fact that I actually could do it decently was a shock to me, and I guess a shock to some people, but I'm just happy that we were able to do it, and practice makes perfect, and it's not perfect yet, but I'm just lucky that I get to do it on 4 legs.
Well, I don't think anybody was surprised at your success in any venture.
Well,
Jackie?
you.
Well, you know, Bella, it's been so fun to watch you take the cutting horse world by storm, but Adon, don't you think it's time to put a rope in her hand?
Well,
he's already tried a couple times. To be honest.
And no, but just touching back on the journey that we've had the last year, and you know, I've worked with a lot of horses in my career, and a lot of people, and this is a true testimony that no matter where you come from, no matter what you've got going on, you know, I know Bella's one of the busiest people that I know, and the fact that she carried herself through this process and was a real competitor as far as, you know, good sportsmanship all the way, and 100% effort is unbelievable.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both for being here tonight. Enjoy the 10th round of the NFR. Kadee?
Well, thanks, Anthony. Yes, Bella, Adon have so much fun at round 10 of the National Finals Rodeo. And you obviously heard Adon mention the American Performance Horseman. It has a new date and a new location. Mark this down now, Saturday, July 19th at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas. It's going to be a standalone event. And Jackie and Luke, I know both of you have seen the American Performance Horseman. It's like nothing the Western performance industry has ever seen. It's going to be one for the books. We need to turn now to the Las Tunas Horsepower Report. Luke?
Yeah, and we got to go with Swamper, Jackie. I know we highlighted this great horse already earlier in the week, but this horse had never been to the national finals, and there was a lot of, not doubt, but questioning whether he was going to get through all 10 rounds without picking his head up. And right now, he's got 2 guys on his back that have a chance at a world championship, Will Loomis and Dakota Eldridge. Now, different situations for him. Will's going to have to go and at him in the round and get that average. Dakota has to win the round to get it done, and Swamper has given him that opportunity every night. So Swamper, to me, has to be the horsepower.
Well, yeah, and speaking of Dakota, he's been here now. This is his 11th year. I think he can get it done if he needs to in round 10. Tie down? What do you think, Jackie?
Man, you know, tie down roping. Look, we're down to basically 2 guys. They've all got, I mean, we saw Shad come in with the lead. We've seen him have some tough luck. Riley has performed outstanding. It's really going to come down to now, I mean, somebody's really got to stub their toe in order for Shad Mayfield to take the lead again. Riley Webb this week has been absolutely phenomenal. This kid has not made a mistake. He came in here wanting that gold buckle. Shad, he came in real quick. It's not that Shad has had just huge mistakes until last night, but he's drawn some bad calves, Luke. He's had a little heck. He just hasn't been able to get on that roll that we see Shad do all year. And so, you know, like I said, again, Riley's really going to have to stub his toe tonight to shake things up.
Yeah, and when Riley Webb got on that roll, you want to think that, did it get in the back of Shad Mayfield's mind? I don't think it did. Again, you talk about the draw and the role it plays. Shad Mayfield has gotten by some tough calves all year long, but again, this is a different field, different building, different setup. And he just wasn't able to capitalize on those calves that were bad that he was usually get by really well.
Well, we're going to bring in our friends now, Butch Knowles and Jeff Metters. And Jeff, what is your reaction as we head into round 10 for tie-down roping?
Well, it was kind of a dead heat for the most part going into round number 9. And we've talked so much about the fact that, it's kind of the witching hour. It's Friday the 13th. And, good luck for some, bad luck for others. And for Shad Mayfield, having to two-loop that calf just kind of really just knocked the wheels out from under him. And Riley Webb's one of those guys that, man, he does not let you make a mistake.
No, he doesn't. And Riley is just kind of doing the same thing Medja did a year ago. He is just coming in every single night, not making any mistakes, maybe not winning first on the calves. He can't win first on, but just blowing them out when he can. He's just putting on a clinic.
Man, you hear us talk about all the time. If you're going to make a mistake, make it early.
Yeah.
That's what Ryder Wright did in saddle bronc riding. He went out, missed his horse out in round number 2, and man, he has just been mowing them down ever since. And they don't really have a chance to get a whole lot of average dollars, but still very much alive. They're going to have to come get him today.
Oh my gosh, he's really in a good position. And you're right. In that second round, they got him at the gate, so he had a 0. It kind of built a fire in him. He did not make any mistakes after that. He has won almost all the money you can win in the bronc ride. And tonight, well, he's got all or nothing. That's the Saddle Bronc Course of the Year. He's 8th in the average. That's not a big check. But the deal about Ryder Wright, he's got a chance to win the go-around. He may need that before it's all over because Damian Brennan and Wyatt Casper, they're number 1, number 3 in the average. They're in a good spot.
Yeah, if Ryder wins, he did it the hard way, Katie.
He did.
Well, Jeff and Butch, I know that we are all on the edge of our seats getting ready for round number 10, and I'm glad we've got statisticians because we're going to need those calculators all night to determine who's going home with those gold buckles. Well, thanks, guys. And now let's just touch quickly on the all-around title race. I mean, we still have that. It's still up in the air.
Yeah, and again, Coleman Proctor's in the driver's seat. They got a decent steer tonight, Jackie, because I did my homework in the team roping. This time, this time I'm going to go look at all the timed events. But again, it's not just Coleman. It is Logan Medlin is the part that could make the difference in this all-around race, and he knows that, but he's going to go out there and do the best like he's done all year for Coleman. So this is going to be fun to watch. I know you said the calculators, the statisticians, they're going to be smoking back there, fingers going, and it's going to be blowing up.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it on my little piece of paper earlier, and I finally just threw it away and said, you know what, we're just going to watch.
Yeah, it's not enough room. We need more than one sheet of paper. When we look to barrel racing, I wish I could be a fly on the wall as Cassie Mowry and Haley are getting their horses ready tonight, Jackie.
Oh my gosh, you talk about pressure. This is going to be 2 of the biggest runs these 2 probably will have made to date. I mean, this is so much pressure tonight. We're gonna see Cassie Mowry first tonight, but they have just had so much luck in here, and both run so good that tonight I just want to see, are they gonna break another record trying to beat each other? You got one that's first on top of the ground, and then one that's lower in the race. But like we talked about, the ground hasn't mattered this week with these 2.
No, it hasn't. And seeing Haley's dad, Dan, in the parking lot today, he's like, man, this is going to be fun. And Dan's like, just another rodeo. I mean, and I think that's their mindset going into it. And for surely Haley's, they're just going to go see what they need to get done because she gets to watch and know what Cassie's time is going to be. So I think that's a big position for Haley to be in.
Well, looking at the NFR round winners here in 2024, we have witnessed history. I mean, for this to look like this, other than these 3 women, no other in the top 15 have won a round, Jackie.
Yeah, I would love to know if that's a record in itself already. How few of people have won rounds in one event at the NFR. It's just been stellar to watch. I know it's crazy to me because this horsepower at this NFR goes so deep, and there are some amazing horses here. And to say that only 2 or 3 girls have won rounds, that's incredible, knowing what they're running against every single night.
Possibly unprecedented, truly. Hey, you know what? Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we've got more world champion predictions. But for now, we'll get a look behind the scenes with the steer wrestlers when we come back.
And I'll have the miso glazed salmon, please. Thank you.
Excellent choice. And for you, sir?
Yeah, I'll have the 8-ounce filet. Medium. Oh, and the seafood tower for the table.
Good call.
Great call.
Cheers.
At Tractor Supply, we understand that out here, no 2 days are the same. Some days start early, others end a little late. Some days you're taking things a step at a time, others you're just stepping away from it all. Some days you're caring for your property, others your family. Either way, you're ready for whatever comes next. At Tractor Supply, we'll help you make the most of life out here, no matter how you live it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
I'm about damn ready to just be home. Just sleep for about a day and a half and then...
Yeah, you gotta sleep whenever you get home, naked with the fan on.
Naked with the ceiling fan on, for sure.
We're gonna know whenever we get old. The shit that we're interested in, we're talking about recliners right now.
Right. Where's the national finals? We're both ready to go home?
Yeah. Will's, I mean, we say it all the time, he's the greatest bulldogger out here in this field that does not have a gold buckle. The gold buckle just always seemed to slip through his fingers right there at the end.
You win yesterday? Man, not yesterday, but Hey, I did, man. Do I need to put that on you? Scott's finna draw steers. Figure out if we got the doozy or not. This is mine right here, huh? This rolling in the middle with the big head? Yes, sir. 95, man, you got a date. You big old pretty bitch. This was mine that Tyler running it.
There's a good-looking guy on that bulldogging horse. I look for him to do outstanding this year. I think his head's on right. I think he's bulldogging better than he ever has. The horse that he's riding is doing great. Everybody's firing on all cylinders, so it's a fun race to be a part of. 3 front runners right now. I said, either one of them that comes out on top, I said, I'm gonna probably cry and hug you. So, I mean, heck, they're just gonna have to deal with it.
Well, you know, Luke, all joking aside, it always seems in the steer wrestling, the camaraderie is so deep in that sport compared to any others inside Thomas and Mack.
Yeah, and that's the way it's always been. I mean, Will and Tyler have been tight their whole careers, and to see them still interacting that way, and Tyler Wagenspach's one of Will Loomis's biggest fans, and to try to help Will get that first gold buckle, you know, that just shows you, like you said, the camaraderie in the sport.
Yeah, and we're going to get now to our Tractor Supply stars to watch for round 10, the final round of the NFR. And before we do that, we've got to look back at our day 1 world title predictions. Now, we all had to make a choice, and this is how it was on day 1. Kaycee, you had Jess Pope. We had Dalton Massey for Luke, Tyler Wade, Wesley Thorpe for Jackie, Ryder Wright, Shad Mayfield, Haley Kinzel, and TJ Gray for JB. And well, they've given us the option to do a little re-ride for our world race predictions, and I think some of us have made some changes.
Yeah, I took my mulligan, obviously. I mean, Dalton wouldn't disagree with me. He hasn't had the finals, so I'm going to go Big Willie style with Big Will Loomis. And, you know, he's in the driver's seat. He has a good chance tonight. Look out for Will to get his first gold buckle.
Yeah, and Kaycee, how about you in terms of bareback?
Jess Pope. Like I said in the pre-show earlier, I'm surprised he hasn't won anything yet. Up to last night, he won a round, but he's got the horse tonight, Virgil. This horse is outstanding. Jess has been on him before. Virgil was just okay the first trip, but he feels the energy. When Virgil comes in the chute and he puts his head over the gate and he kind of looks big and bad, he's bringing it. And I really feel that Virgil's feeling good tonight. Jess Pope, he's going to give it his all, be the round winner.
Jackie, how about you when it comes to tie down and team roping?
You know, in the tie down, I've hated to see Shad have the week that he's had. That was my projected person. But, you know, here's the thing. Riley Webb, I just don't see him stubbing his toe. He has roped so good all week. And, I mean, he would have to take a no time, I think, to lose his gold buckle tonight. And so, obviously, I'm going to have to take that re-ride right there and go with Riley Webb.
And what about in team roping?
Team roping. Look, like I said before, it made my head hurt trying to figure out all the scenarios that I was trying to pencil out. And so, I'm going to let my team ride. I'm going to let Tyler Wade and Wesley Thorpe, I'm going to let them ride. And you know what? We'll see what happens. Either way you go with that, listen, I know you're going to disagree because that's what you like to do.
Listen,
but I'm just letting it ride. I'm just seeing what my gut went.
I didn't get a pick in the team roping, obviously, because I don't rope that well or at all. But obviously, I'm going to disagree with you and go with Coleman and Logan. I mean, they've been on a roll the last 2 nights, actually, all week with one hiccup. Look out for these guys. I'm going to disagree with her and go with my man Coleman and Logan.
You know, I really didn't think of the pressure that Logan has on him helping Coleman secure that all-around race. Woo, that would be a tough seat to be in tonight. Stetson, when we get to saddle bronc riding, your brother, Ryder Wright.
Yep, I'm sticking to who I picked when I walked into here, and he's done exactly what I thought he was going to do. And, I mean, we got one more round to go, but the stars looks like they're aligning for him tonight.
Yeah, what's he have tonight?
He's got All or Nothing to Sammy Andrews. This is the horse of the year, And Ryder's already rode him. He was 89.5 on him here last year, and that was Ryder riding not good. And it was still 89.5. He rode this horse at the American a few years ago to beat me. I was second place behind him. He was like 91 3/4, I think, at the American, and I look at it to be that big I told him tonight, I said, you better set the arena record tonight. So that's my predictions on it, but Damian, Wyatt, and Zeke, they all have buckers, so they might do the same thing.
Wow, let's see what two-time PBR world champion JB thinks. JB, who do you have in bull riding?
I think I'm going to have to go with Josh Frost. I'm going to have to change mine up, considering I'm pretty sure he's got it wrapped up now. So, TJ was my pick originally coming in, and he's made some great rides, but he's let a few slip by him. Josh stepped up to the plate and been riding really good, so I feel like he's going to seal the deal today.
All right, well, we're just minutes away from finding that out. Thanks, JB. We'll be back soon. Here is the Pro Fantasy Rodeo leaderboard right now. Stetson's still pretty comfortable at the top position. And you know what? I'm just thankful I'm not dead last, Luke.
Wow, I have really slipped down since the second go-round. I don't like the way that is, but my team's coming up in the average, so I'm going to move back up, probably get ahead of Jackie. Katie, what about your pick in the barrel racing? What do you got?
Yeah, I came in with Haley Kinsel and sister. How can you not? And gosh, I know that it's just been a horse race between her and Cassie Mowry, but I'm sticking with my guns. I'm staying with my girl Haley. I think she and sister are really going to lay down a fast time tonight in round 10.
I'd have had to take a pass on that question. Pass.
I would agree with you. That's a tough decision.
It is, but you heard it here first, so we'll see what happens. You want to talk about Cassie Mowry a little bit more. How about this Top Gun watch, this Top Gun race? Casey, you know a thing or two about being the highest money earner at the NFR.
Yeah, this is an awesome award. When you're getting ready for the NFR, you don't really have the goal to win the Top Gun. It's the World Championship. You win round by round. So it's just icing on top of the cake at the end of the week when you get a new pickup and a gun. It's an amazing deal. But Bradley's not thinking about that. Cassie's not thinking about that. The Top Guns just come second. They're thinking about the 10th round and a world title.
And that is soon upon us. We hope you all have had so much fun with us here at the pre-show. We're going to get out of these, I don't know, maybe 40-mile-an-hour winds and head on inside to watch the 10th and final round of the 2024 National Finals Rodeo. But for now, Sierra, we're going to toss it over to you and JB for Pro Fantasy Rodeo Live.
Thank you so much, Katie. Yeah, we have just one more night here of PFR Live, and it's been too much fun all week. And I'm here with JB Mauney, and Casey Jones is somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not. He keeps losing, so there's no telling where he's at.
I'm pretty sure that's where he's at right now. We have another punishment. I kind of feel bad that we've had to punish Casey so many times.
Oh, look, there he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, how do we announce in boxing?
I don't know. Well, Mike Tyson, but Iron
Casey Jones.
That's got to be a record, like how many rounds he's lost. It's a good thing he doesn't play this game very often.
He did say that his confidence was getting kind of low since he lost so many times. This should maybe bring his confidence up because he's looking pretty good.
I like
there he is.
I like the face tattoo, as long as he doesn't bite me.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Our awesome stage manager, Delisa, she did the artwork on that face. Show the crowd.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I'm really bad at this game. Really bad.
Hey, this isn't a bad one though, is it? I mean, you got to feel kind of cool.
We're gonna take this off. We're not wearing this all night.
Are you not wearing the face tattoo?
I did get a picture in front of Mike Tyson, just right out front, that has the big golden statue, that has the tattoo. I think, yeah, that's going to be on my profile pic.
From losing.
There you go.
Yeah, show it off a little bit.
My hair.
It's actually really good.
How's it look?
Oh, you got to leave it on for the rest of the night. Come on. You can walk around with jorts, but you can't have that tattoo on your face?
Oh, my goodness. I've never lost this much at a Wrangler National Finals Rodeo.
I'm glad you played.
Yeah.
Yeah, please come back next year.
We're going to have some, double or nothing next year.
Yeah.
I am really scared about that. But yeah, we got one more night. Everyone needs to get their picks in. 10th round tonight. It's going to be pretty exciting. I mean, it's always fun. I'm a little bummed that we're not going to be able to play this tomorrow, but it's all right.
I have no confidence left. So no voice left.
Look
nothing.
at those from yesterday.
I'm all in. I'm done.
Oh, man. Y'all really dropped down, huh?
All right. Again, I just barely beat you, Kaycee.
I don't know if Dan's fudging the numbers, though.
Well, if he is, he's on my side.
I think I'm the fantasy rodeo clown.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Well, let's talk 10th round, because we've got some exciting things. Of course, we got our go round to get your picks in, who we think is going to win the round, but I think we have to factor in for sure that there are some gold buckles on the line. So maybe some athletes might not be going for it fully, maybe some have to, but I think we all have to take this into account. We're doing our picks for tonight. Got to go to profantasyrodeo.com or rodeopicks.com for your chance at $10,000. Come on, Kaycee. I think you need to be saying that as a boxer.
Okay, here we got a shameless plug again. So rodeopicks.com, free to play. Long shot, pick one in each event for free to win $10,000. Fantasy Rodeo, get your daily team. This is your last chance to win in Fantasy Rodeo. $650,000 salary cap, guaranteed $10,000. Get your team in before the buck and shoot opens.
You could say that in your sleep, couldn't you?
I've been practicing.
It's about the 10th time he said it this week.
I need to practice picking a Fantasy Rodeo team.
Yeah, you're
I'm going to take it a little more serious next year.
Well, let's look at the steer wrestling here, because Kaycee, you do know steer wrestling. You might not be very good at playing your own game, but you do know steer wrestling. So let's take a look at the projected world standings here. Entering the 10th round right now, it's pretty tight with Will and Rowdy.
Well, I'm excited. You know, Will, he's been to the finals a lot. Had a couple just missed chances to win that gold buckle. He's in the driver's seat right now. All he has to do is just do his job. Just, get out of the barrier lane, one over, and he gets a gold buckle to take home, and he deserves it.
Are you going to bet on Will too?
That's who I'm picking.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to pick Will too. I really do. I mean, I'm very confident that Rowdy's going to do his job as well, but I don't know. It seems like Will's just been locked in all week.
Yeah, I think Rowdy has quite a bit of ground to make up, with money, but he might lock in the average. He's had a great week, but Will's kind of leading, right now, so all he has to do is just do his job, and he'll get that gold buckle. I'm crossing my fingers.
And this horse has been so outstanding for him too, Swamper. I mean, I'm sure that was a tough decision, to get off bends, but it seems like it'd be paying off for him all week, so.
Yeah, and that's where he won most of his money is on Swamper this year. And Clayton has that new Hazen horse that's been really consistent, really getting consistent goes. So you have a lot of confidence when the play looks the same every night.
Yeah, and so I think Will, he's only behind $4,300, something like that. So that's how much, Rowdy needs to win more than Will tonight. Gotcha. Otherwise, if it ended tonight, Will's your world champion.
Yes.
So there's $4,300. Man, all year to have it come down to $4,300 more.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of tight races tonight. Actually last year, Will was in the driver's seat, and Wag was a long shot, and everything played out perfectly for Wag to win the world. And so Cash Rob has a shot tonight, long shot, but he has a shot to get the gold buckle. So you just never know what's going to happen in that little yellow arena.
I know. Speaking of tight races, the saddle bronc riding is just as cutthroat as well coming into the 10th round. Between a few, I think. We got Damien White and Ryder all kind of pretty close. Pretty close.
Yeah, closer than the Bulldog.
Yeah.
I'm going with Ryder. Stay with the right way. And Stetson did tell me he's got a really good horse, the bucking horse of the year, so.
Yeah, you got the inside scoop, so you're not going off your gut. You're going off the draw.
Yep, a little of both.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm not sure what Wyatt has, but it'd be really good. Ryder's had a couple on the shelf, but it'd be really cool to see Wyatt, have a great night tonight and see if he can sneak it out. But you can't go wrong with the right boys.
No, I don't think so. Do you think coming into it, Ryder? I knew he was always planning on having it be at the end of the 10th round. Do you think he's surprised at all that he got to this position by the 10th round, or he seemed like he was pretty focused all week and never let off the gas once? But I don't know.
Yeah, he's been in the zone all 9 rounds, and so I think he just has to finish what he's been doing the first 9 rounds, and he'll probably end up on top.
Exactly. pretty easy.
Yeah, once you know the draw, it's just pretty easy.
Yeah.
But one year in Fantasy Rodeo, one of my buddies was winning it. And, you know, it looked like a lock he was going to win it. And Wade Sundell missed his horse out in the 10th round. I could have thought, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And so you never know. You never know.
I know. Doing all the math it's hard. Makes your head hurt a little bit. There's
Math is hard.
so many different
Maybe that's
ways
why
it
I'm not
could
very
go.
good at Fantasy Rodeo. Math's hard for this kid.
Well, let's throw it over to Alicia. She always seems like she's got all the numbers, all the stats ready. Alicia, help us out. Maybe Kaycee Feild has something to say, too. I mean, I assume he does.
No, I think he has some pretty good insight tonight. And the bareback riding is one of the events at the National Finals Rodeo this year that it all comes down to tonight. We got 3 guys, first, second, and third, that anything could happen inside the Thomas and Mack. So let's take a look at the standings, and we're going to take you through it. Sitting third, we got Dean Thompson, and he's only half a point behind Cole Franks in the average. He's going to have to make big moves tonight. It's looking like he'll either need to win the round or close to it if he wants a shot at his first world title. And if he wins the average, it'll give him a $16,000 swing tonight. Now, Rocker Steiner, who's sitting in second position, is only $11,000 behind Bradley Miller. But he needs to finish at least 2 spots ahead of him tonight for a shot at his first world title. Now, Bradley Miller, NFR rookie, he needs to fend off Rocker tonight, and he needs to defend his average spot in order to win his first title. But there is a great pen of horses that we're looking forward to, Kaycee. But over the last 12 hours, when they got the draw and they kind of realized, man, this is it. I could win the world tomorrow. What's going through their head? We know you've been in that spot.
Well, you know, each one of them is probably thinking a little bit different. They're all really young guys. They haven't been here to the NFR a whole lot. So I bet they didn't sleep a whole lot, especially seeing their name next to the horses that they drew. So I bet they woke up this morning, thought they had to do all these things to get ready for this thing. But it's the same every time in the bareback ride. And you have to give it your all every single time. And that's what these kids are going to do. They're going to come out and give it their all. And these matchups tonight, what they've drawn, I am excited to watch this 10th round. There's going to be a lot of 90-point rides.
So I know you were saying you were looking forward to one horse in particular out of these 3, and that was Straight Ringer of J. Bar J, a younger horse that's just getting into its prime.
Yeah, this horse is a younger one, come from Sparky. He bucks. He's the real deal. You know, not the Virgil, Nightcrawler. Those horses are awesome. Nightcrawler's probably the most rider-friendly. He doesn't drop out of there as heavy. He's not snatchy, but this horse, Straight Ringer, is going to buck. Bradley, he's on a heater. I'm expecting a big score out of Bradley as well.
So we want to know who's your pick in the round and who's your pick to win the world title.
My pick in the round is Jess Pope, and then Bradley for the world championship. It's right at his fingertips. He knows what he has to do tonight. Rocker too, though. He's got Stevie Nicks. Rocker's riding outstanding. That horse fits him. Short, little, fast thing. Stevie Nicks is an amazing horse. Been around a lot. Been to Vegas. So nothing out of her norm. So that's going to be a good matchup too.
A lot of exciting rides to look forward to in the bareback riding tonight. Thank you for all of your insight. And we're going to see a brand new world champion. It's the young guns tonight in the bareback riding. We'll throw it back to you guys at Zouk Sierra.
Thank you so much, Alicia and Kaycee. Is that what you guys are thinking too? You thinking rookie Bradley Miller?
It's close. I'm going with Rocker.
Really?
Yeah.
The Steiners have a pretty good track record of getting those gold buckles, so I'm not giving up on my guy.
Yeah.
So 2 Rockers?
2 Rockers.
All right, I'm going with Bradley.
I mean, I like Bradley also, but
What's your gut tell you?
Rocker.
My gut says Bradley. We'll take that bet. We'll keep the betting going. Kaycee, what happened to your robe?
I was burning up. Got all ready to fight and realized I haven't won all week, so I don't think I need to take another L.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, let's go into the barrel raising because, again, another razor thin. I mean, the numbers, when you had to crunch them down, $2,400 in between Haley Kinsel and Cassie Mowry. It's come down to a one-header, again, all year long to come down to a one-header. Once the math was all said and done, either Haley or Cassie, they have to place one spot above the other. That's how close it'll be. That's all they need to do. I mean, of course, if Cassie wins the round, Haley gets, 4th, 5th. It's a done deal, but even 2nd and 3rd, 4th and 5th. It's whoever is higher up in those standings. That's your world champion.
And I heard that Haley's on top of the ground and Cassie's 3rd.
Yep.
So we'll know the world champion by the, right at 3rd run.
Right there.
Yeah. So, yeah, and the ground looked really good last night, and I bet they tighten it up tonight. So I'm going to have to go with, let's go I'm gonna go with Cassie.
Going.
I like the story. You know, I think it's something that, you know, might have been in the, you know, in the stars, you know, and so I'm kind of pulling for Cassie, but I love Haley too. Either one are great champions.
I know.
Going with Cassie.
Going with Cassie. What's so impressive about Cassie Mowry is that she was only 27 rodeos was her rodeo count this year. That is unbelievable. I mean, talk about always, you know, seizing the moment and never really letting too many good ones go by. Because that's pretty impressive that you can be sitting here, possible world champion, with less than 30
and
rodeos.
that's unbelievable, you know, because most, you know, in the steer wrestling, we go to, you know, 85 rodeos, you know, and then you got to get to every one of them because you never know when it comes down to it. So for her to only go to 27 rodeos and have a shot at the world title is pretty impressive.
That's doing a lot of winning.
That's doing a lot of winning. Yeah, I'm going to go Cassie, too. All right, 3 for Cassie. We'll see. And finally, we have to look at I get most invested in the all-around race. We gotta look, it's because it's Coleman and Shad. And you called to JB a little bit ago. You said, I think Coleman might be, he's coming for it.
Yeah.
And right now, coming into it, Coleman is your all-around right now if it ended tonight. But, look at how close.
So I think Coleman, if he just stays his spot in the average, it's a done deal. Is that right?
Yep, he just needs to protect his spot in the average, and that's it. I mean, it's hard, too. Team roping, you're still relying on another person. We talk about the pressure on Logan. I have full confidence, but whew.
I'd probably have to put, you know, for the daily fantasy team today, Coleman and Logan. They're just in a zone. I think it's just kind of, you know, their destiny this year. So that's who I'd put on my team.
Yeah, when you get in that zone, it's easy. Makes everything real easy. Like you can't do any wrong. And when you're not in that zone, nothing works.
Yeah, and Chad, he didn't have very good luck in the draw this week, and we are not really getting, you know, the best calves to win on. You start pushing, you start, you know, getting outside of your game zone, and so, you know, I think Coleman's locked in, and he's just going to plug and play and roll on in there for that world champion all-around gold buckle.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Coleman, I got to. I just have to. Cheering on. It's going to be a really, really, really exciting night. I can't wait to watch it. I want to remind everyone to get your picks in now. Hopefully this helped. I don't know if it ever does, but, you know, there's a pretty good panel of experts here. I mean, he does check the draw.
Yeah, what not to do. Or who to pick.
Yeah, don't listen to me on this show. Maybe I have a good excuse to not be on it next year.
No, you've been the most entertaining part, Iron Kaycee Jones.
I'm the fall. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad
everybody likes the underdog.
Yeah. Better luck next year, I guess.
I am very glad that we were able to add a little bit of our own side bet with the punishments going on. I want to know everyone's favorite.
I think the image that's burned in my brain is Willy Wonka of the Bull Rider.
Well, the jorts were pretty good.
The jorts were probably my favorite.
And they lasted all night.
Yeah, that was a little too much.
I enjoyed the jorts because I woke up and on everyone's Snapchat story, on Instagram, I just kept seeing it all day.
I think JB and I need to start a jorts company.
Make a killing. I don't know, the hot sauce shot was...
That wasn't bad. I kind of like hot sauce, but yeah, it wasn't bad.
Well,
we could do another one right now.
I can't smell, and when you talk to me, it burned my nose hairs.
I was just pretty happy it didn't, you know, hurt me the next morning. So that wasn't a bad one.
I don't know. The cricket was pretty good.
My rodeo banner says I suck at Pro Fantasy Rodeo. Yeah, where'd that go? I was going to put it on my winning mantle.
We still have it. Don't worry. Yeah, we can have that.
I need to keep that.
No problem with your tiara.
Little keepsake. Yeah.
Look good with your jorts and your face tat.
I told the maid to go ahead and get rid of those. Done. But we had a great time, and we want to appreciate all the fans. One of the really, you know, proud moments of Gail and I doing Fantasy Rodeo is really helping grow the sport of rodeo and getting rodeo fans into fanatics. So thanks for tuning in. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys. You guys are awesome. You're really good at Fantasy Rodeo.
I don't even try to win. I just try not to be last.
I do want to thank everyone for tuning in and watching every single night with us. We've had a blast, and I hope you have too. And hey, we'll see you next year.